What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Out here late this afternoon down here in Dauphin Island, Alabama. Gonna be trying to rip some lips on some flounder today. We have a falling tide, we have got dirty water, 89-degree water temperature. What we're doing is we're right here off of a point. There's a shallow bar that goes out here, and we've got a falling tide, so we've got wind and water pushing bait out of this cut right here on this bar. We got the power poles down, and we're just fan casting this bar. Right there, that's a flatty. That's a flatty right here off of this little point. He's on there, he's on there. There we go. Oh, little dude. He wasn't but about that long, but it was definitely a flounder. Just keep working ourselves around. Right there. I'll give that one a minute. Yep, that's a good fish right there. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's a big one. That's a doormat right there. Oh, whoo. I ain't even got my net out. Ooh, that's a good flounder, y'all. That's a good one right there. Ooh. Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, right off that point. Golly. Whoo! Whoo, let's go. Oh my goodness. Whoo! Whoo, my goodness. Look at that flounder. On the old teaser, y'all. Yeah, baby. Whew. Let's go. Trying to get the hook out of him. Unfortunately, that big rascal swallowed the hook. Closed mouth, 23 inches. Closed mouth, 23. Whoo! Whoo, my goodness. I believe we're gonna have to do a stuffed flounder. I think we'll be doing a catch, clean, and cook. Man, that would have been a great flounder to tag, but he swallowed that teaser, and I don't think she's gonna make it. Whew. My gosh, what a big, heavy, beautiful fish. Man, I hate keeping fish that big. I gut hook that thing. Whew. I thought I was hung on a stump. I mean, that is a heavy, heavy fish. Open mouth, he's 24.5. Closed mouth, 23 right there, fellas. Closed mouth, 23, a little over. Whew. Biggest fish I have caught all year for sure. Wow. Off the ruler and in the cooler, baby. Whew. Man, what a big fish. Whew. Oh my goodness. That was one of the heaviest, biggest flounder I have caught in a long time. Biggest I've ever caught was 24, and that was a heavy, heavy fish, y'all. Man, when he thumped that thing, he just sat on it, and I side loaded that rod and he didn't move. I'm like, man, is that a flounder or not? I gave him a little bit more time, side load again, and I was pulling, and I finally felt him move. I said, oh my gosh, we have got a big flounder. On the Fish Bite Brawler, man, when you got stained and dirty water, that teaser rig right there is hard to beat. Teamed up with the T3 Tackle and Outdoors slot machine jig head, but he hit the old teaser, y'all. Man, that fish had some weight to him. Didn't even have my dip net out. Man, I was fumbling around, but hate I gut hooked that fish, had to keep him, but he will not go to waste. We will be doing a catch, clean, and cook. We're gonna stuff that big old rascal. Whoo, and it's gonna be awesome. But let's see if we can catch a few more fish before that old fireball in the sky gets below that bridge. We're gonna throw just as far as we can throw down there in that flat, and we're gonna keep on working it. When we work all the way around, we're gonna move our boat down, work all the way around again. Just giving that bait a little twitch pause. All we're doing. Oh man. That was a big old doormat right there, baby. Without a doubt. Really hate I had to keep that fish. It would have been so great to take some pictures of that big flounder, tag him, and release him. But man, that hook was down in his guts, and he wouldn't have made it. But he will not go to waste. We are gonna stuff that big rascal up, make us up a good concoction. Woo, y'all gotta stay tuned for the rest of it. That's the biggest flounder the old Bandit has caught all year long. And he wasn't right on the edge of that rip line either. He was further back on this flat. Boy, if that don't get your blood pumping right there, something is bad wrong with you. Woo, that's another flatty. I just got thumped again. That ain't a flounder. Got a doggone redfish on this flat. Look at you, you pretty guy. Look at you. Boy, you wanted that teaser rig too. Yeah, you wanted the old brawler, didn't you? Come on, pretty boy. Look how beautiful. 3 spots on that side. Beautiful, beautiful blue tail. 2 spots on the other. Hooked right in the corner of the mouth. He is a legal redfish at 17 inches. But we're gonna let him go, let him grow up. What a beautiful, beautiful fish. See you, dude. Bye-bye. Let's go. The old brawler. We ain't moved the boat, y'all. We have not moved the boat. Same bait I caught that big flounder on, we are still using. I got something. There we go. The next cast. He's staying down. Another flounder. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. They on this flat, y'all. They on this flat. Well, look at him run, son. Woo-hoo-hoo. I hear you, big dog. I hear you, big dog. I hear you. Another good one. Another good one. He ain't nothing like the last one. He ain't nothing like the last one, but he's respectable. Come on. Come on. Ain't moved the boat, y'all. Have not moved the boat. Whoo! Let's go. $18 and a half. 18 and a half. We're gonna keep this guy too. Goodness gracious. I mean, they are inhaling. Another one in the guts. Another one in the guts. 18, baby. Let's go. Y'all seen it. We ain't moved the boat. Boy, they are tearing up. Hey, if y'all ain't tying this teaser rig, I'm telling y'all, that teaser rig is the way to go. I'll leave the link to how to tie that teaser rig at the end of this video. Y'all be sure to go and check it out. Whew. Yep, they're off that rip line just out here on this flat. We ain't moved the boat, y'all. We're gonna get a fishing video out right here in one spot with the old power poles down. All right, as much as I hate to leave a good flounder bite, and this didn't take long, one-stop shop, fellas, I'm telling y'all, I have got to get to the dock. I've got clients that'll be there in just a few minutes. So next time you see me, we will be in the kitchen. I will show y'all how to do a pocket flounder. We're gonna make a homemade stuffing, put it in the oven. It's gonna be incredibly, incredibly awesome. Stay tuned for the end of the video. Like and subscribe if you hadn't already, and we'll see you in the kitchen. All right, everybody, we are back at the house. It is the next morning. Had a good, successful gigging trip last night. Got a 3-man limit. So what we're gonna do is we've got these 2 flounder. Look at that big 23-inch flounder. That's an 18-inch fish right there. And look at the size difference. There is so much more meat on these bigger flounder. They get super, super wide. I mean, my hand is stretched out just as wide as I can go. I can't reach across that fish, and you look at that 18. They get super, super thick and long. I mean, look at the width of that tail. That's my 4 fingers right there, and that tail is wider than my hand. Hate I had to keep him. I gut hooked him like y'all saw. I don't like keeping a fish that big. I'd a lot rather put a tag in that fish and hopefully somebody would catch him in the fall or even possibly next year and see how big he would actually be. That is a stud. But we're going to do these flounder 2 different ways. I've had a ton of new subscribers to my channel since the last time I did a 100% boneless stuffed pocket flounder. That's going to be the plans for this one. We will literally turn this whole flounder inside outward, remove all the bones, make a big stuffing pocket. We're going to make our homemade stuffing. And this one I'm going to actually fillet out and make little stuffing rolls. I'll roll that fillet around and have the bed of stuffing in the middle. Both of these are awesome ways for you to see how to prepare these flounder for stuffing. Enough talking, let's get to work. All right, make sure you wear a good cut resistant glove, cause we don't want any blood leaking out of us, right? All right, got 2 knives I usually use. This is a Victronics. Get them off of Amazon. The link is down in the description below. Pretty good stainless on this blade. Keeps a good edge. It's lightweight and they're reasonably cheap. And my sword, which has been a good knife as well. All right, the first thing we want to do with this flounder, being we're going to leave the skin on, is we want to scale it. Stainless steel wire brush, y'all. That's the best thing in the world for getting scales off a flounder. This flounder has been in the ice box all night and this morning, and that stainless steel wire brush just gets all the scales off. Quick and easy, and it doesn't leave any. And yes, they do have scales on the white side as well. All right, we'll give him a little rinse. All right, the first thing we want to do is cut the head off this flounder. All right, get in here with this sword blade. You want to get in there and ride that backbone all the way down and work the blade out to the edge of the fish. Just press down, feel that backbone, ride those bones out to the edge. My tip of my knife is right there. You don't want to go through. You want to work that all the way. And it's hard to do on a fish this big. I got that whole, I can feel the tip of that knife right there. That's what you want. There we go. We do this side the same way, all the way in. Did cut through a little bit right there. That'll be okay. All right, flip it over. Do the same thing on the back side of that fish. If you want a meal to impress some company, this is it. Tip of my knife is right there at the base of that tail. All right, this is the hardest part, is getting it rolled over. Get you a good pair of scissors. Make you a few cuts. All right, once you get it cut on each side, start turning that flounder inside out. This is the hardest part, is to get it started. Start rolling that flounder inside outward. Just like that. Once you get it started, you can pretty much grab hold of that backbone and just pull. All right, see how we've got it started, rolled all the way around? That's what you want to do. Just like that, and then you pull. Grab hold of this side, pull. That's what we're wanting right there. There we go. All right, we've got it right at the base of the tail. So now we're gonna make our cut. Just like that. Now, while we've got him inverted, this is when we're gonna take the time to closely trim all those little side bones. That way there'll be 0 bones in this flounder. Do the same thing on this side. All right, so we have got a big pocket full of meat, no bones at all in this flounder. So we get in here, we grab hold of the tail, and we just invert that flounder. So now we have a 100% boneless flounder that we are gonna go in the kitchen in a little bit, stuff that baby up. I'll show you how to make the stuffing. It is gonna be phenomenal. Boom, let's go. All right, our 18-inch flounder, we're gonna do him a little bit different. We're gonna go in here and fillet this fish. Everybody's got their ways they fillet a flounder. This is the way I do it. I do white side first. I come in here and score me a line around the edge of that fish. I really like the blade design of these knives, this banana blade, because I can just get in here, flip it each way, and just work it all the way down, jump over that backbone, come back down. You've got a little row of bones right here, so you want to run a little high. It's right about there, and then go down. That way your fillet doesn't have any bones in it. Boom, right off the backside. Quick, easy, no waste at all. Top side, I do it the same way. You'll see a lot of people that come in at the middle and fillet out this way, and you have 4 fillets then that you've got to get the skin off of. The way I do it, you got 2 fillets that you get the skin off of, and then you just pull the fillets apart. It saves 2 steps in the process. Get your index finger on the backbone of that knife, and you can feel every bone in that flounder. That way you got a good clean fillet. More bones right there, right over, go down, that's bones. Just like so. That's how I fillet my flounder. And as you can see, super thin, no waste on that fish at all. So the next thing I always use is my Bubba battery powered fillet knife. I really love the knife itself. I can't stand the blades that come with it. If y'all will get a Mr. Twister Piranha blades, they're a lot less aggressive and they do a whole lot better job. So I get in here with a pair of catfish skinners, grab the end. Zero meat wasted. That's what you want to see. That's the best way to do it. I've been doing it like that for years. Same thing with the white side. Boom. Now these fillets, they'll just pull apart just like that. They'll just pull apart. Boom. So now what we're going to do when we get in the kitchen is we're going to take these fillets, and you'll see we'll roll them up like that, have that stuffing in the middle, and something similar to that, full of stuffing, homemade stuffing. Y'all are going to love it. So as you can see, it is super hot out here, sweating like crazy, y'all. Be so glad when fall gets here. But we got our flounder ready to go. Next time you see me, we'll be in the kitchen. Stay tuned. This is going to be an awesome meal you don't want to miss. All right, everybody, we are in the kitchen. We're getting everything set up to get ready to stuff this flounder. It's going to be so awesome. Got my flounder turned inside out, patted it dry, and the fillets. We've got some seasoning right here. We got our pan ready. We've got our water coming up to a boil. That's a 1.5 cups of water, half a stick of butter, just following the directions on the stovetop savory herb box. Got our Holy Trinity right there. Got 2 jalapenos cut up in there for a little bit of extra heat. We've got our shrimp from Rouse's. We've got our 2 cans of crab meat, and of course our Hawk cayenne pepper hot sauce. All right, our water is ready. We just get our savory herb out, dump it in. All right, we stir that in. Turn the heat off. Cover it. Let it rest. All right, check it out. We've got our big flounder turned inside out, and we've got that 18 that we filleted. I'm gonna show y'all 2 different ways to bake this flounder. It's gonna be incredible. I'm using Cajun 2-step and frog bone. I like both of these seasonings really well. And we're gonna put plenty of seasoning on these fish. I have patted everything dry. We got some lemon juice. We'll go in with that lemon juice. Cover that meat really well. We're gonna flip that big joker over. Do the same thing on the other side. All right, in with some lemon juice. All right, let's go check on our pan. All right, we've got our skillet up to temp, going in with the Holy Trinity. If you don't know what that is 3 equal parts of 1 white onion. I used 2 bell peppers, and I used some celery in there, and a jalapeno. We're gonna let that cook down, caramelize, and then we're gonna add our crab meat and our shrimp. All right, now we can take that flounder, reach in that cavity, grab that big old tail, and we'll turn him back right side out. Now we'll get some paper towels. We'll pat him dry on the outside, and we'll put some seasoning on that side as well. All right, we've got our Holy Trinity cooking down nicely, getting to the point where we're going to go ahead and add our crab meat. Got 2 cans, 1 can of white crab meat, and I got 1 can of wild caught crab meat. And we're gonna add our pack of shrimp that I have pre-chopped up. Mix all that ingredients in together. Ooh, that's gonna be so good. We're gonna add some of our Hawk cayenne pepper hot sauce. I'll have a link down in the description below if you want to get some of this hot sauce. We got the cayenne and the habanero, both awesome. Add a little Cajun two-step in there. A little frog bone. Let that cook right on up. Alright, we've got that cooked down pretty good. You can see our shrimp are starting to turn pink. So now we are going to turn the temperature down, and we're going to mix all this in with our stuffing. Alright, our stuffing is ready. Let's stuff the flounder. Alright, let's take this big joker, put it over here on the baking sheet. Start stuffing. Alright, now we'll get our fillets. What we're going to do with these guys is we're just going to curl them up just like that and put the stuffing in the middle. Make some little stuffing pockets. All right, now we are going to lightly cover it. Put it in the oven at 375 for 45 minutes to an hour. All right, and for the stuffing we've got left, we're gonna make some patties out of those. We're gonna get 2 eggs. Kind of beat them up a little bit. Pour them in on our stuffing. We got some breadcrumbs. We'll put some breadcrumbs in there. We're gonna stir that all up. Then we'll put that back in the skillet and fry it up. All right, we've got these patties we're gonna put on here. Put in the skillet. That is what was left, enough to make 4 patties. Check on our flounder. Oh, it's getting right. Just a few more minutes. All right, let's do a temperature check. All right, we are ready. We'll let that rest a few minutes while we get our patties ready. All right, let's get our flounder out of the oven. Let's get that plated up. All right, let's go. Let's get one of these fillets right there. Man, that's gonna be so good. What a beautiful fish. Let's go in here, get us some of that. Ooh. That's going to be incredible. Get us some vegetables. Get us one of these patties. All right, check it out. Got our plate ready to go. My clients I had last night, awesome, awesome people. They brought me a bottle of their homemade plum wine. Not gonna mention their names. I don't know if they want me to or not, but I tell you what, it is absolutely awesome. Ooh. All right, let's go in, check it out here. We have got our 100% boneless stuffed flounder with our homemade stuffing. All right, let's go in for a bite. Check it out. Oh my God, that is just so, so good. Let's go in. Let's go in and try some of that filet too. Super hot. Super hot, just came out of the oven. You want some, Mick? You'll get some in a little bit. Just chill out. Equally as good. All right, let's try some of that patty of what we had left over. Oh my goodness. Wash it down with a little plum wine. Man, that's good. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if y'all hadn't already. for weekly fishing content here along the Alabama and Mississippi Gulf Coast. Thanks for watching. See y'all on the next one.